Jealousy is real. A lot of times people think that they could never be jealous, or they're not the jealous type, but then they get into a relationship and they find themselves feeling jealous at times when maybe it even surprises them, or they feel jealous in ways that they never felt before. There is a fair and healthy amount of jealousy that I think is normal. There's some healthy amounts, but when it becomes like a consuming thing where you're constantly feeling like you have to check on the partner, you have to look through their phone, you have to know about every single one of their friendships and every single one of the people that they meet, and you have to kind of feel like you have to have a hands-on approach in all of their interactions, that's when you know it's kind of unhealthy. When you feel like you are becoming territorial and possessive, and when you feel like you are becoming so engrossed and absorbed and even consumed by the daily activities of your partner, that's when you know that jealousy is becoming a problem in the relationship. Jealousy can happen for a lot of different reasons. A lot of times your partner could be feeling insecure. Your partner could be feeling abandoned or in some way betrayed. They can feel a little bit possessive. They can have maybe a misguided sense of ownership regarding you. They can have some unrealistic expectations about the relationship, and that kind of makes them jealous. But definitely we want to be able to define and make a distinction between healthy doses of jealousy and when the jealousy is becoming a problem. What do we do about it? We want to be able to come and have an honest conversation about the fact that the jealousy exists. We want to be able to come to an agreement about what are some things that can be done to alleviate this jealousy. Is this something that I need to contribute toward, helping you in? Is this something that you have to work out on your own? Are there things that me as a partner, are there things that I'm doing to kind of worsen your sense of jealousy? Are there things that I'm doing to make you, or let me not say make you, but to add to your already insecure feeling? And am I giving you, and am I adding to your sense of security in this relationship, that I'm not going anywhere, like I'm here? There is a difference between feeling jealous and feeling envious. When we talk about jealousy in a relationship, we're talking about, that sense of like, I don't want to compete. I feel jealous that, you seem attracted to this person, or you seem to really laugh at all their jokes. And, you had that moment of like, that's not really my favorite moment, but you get over it. Envy is more of you see your partner kind of into someone, or you see them interested in some way that you've never seen them before. And you look at that person, you compare yourself to them, and you feel like you're coming up short. So that's more of like an envy, like, wow, I see how my partner looks at them, or I see how my partner responds to them. And I wish they could respond to me like that. I wish they could connect with me like that. And so that envy comes into play, and you literally start to compare yourself, and you generally feel like you come up short in comparison to what your partner and that other person has going on. All right. We want to get to the point where we worry less about losing someone. At the end of the day, you guys, we cannot control anyone. If someone is going to leave, they're going to leave. And there is so much more value in investing in who you are, what you're trying to do, where you're headed, as opposed to obsessing over what your partner likes, what they don't like, who they find interesting, who they think is funny, who they think is so beautiful, who they think is so hot. I mean, it's like the list will be endless, you guys. There's going to always be someone that your partner thinks is attractive. Obviously, the goal is for partners to be respectful. But I think what makes it worse is the constant nagging feeling that somehow you are in control. You are not in control. Your partner is going to find other people attractive. Your partner will think that other people are funny and smart and interesting. That does not mean that they want them. But I think the constant sense of loss and the feeling that you're going to lose this person drives the anxiety high in the sky, and it kind of makes it a more difficult time for both of you. So jump in, have those tough conversations, get to the root of what's going on. If you need professional help, get it. And sometimes it's just really also about our own attachment styles. Sometimes people have anxious attachment styles. Sometimes people have insecure attachment styles. And so a lot of these things come from childhood. So being able to get with a professional to dig through some of these things and to get to the root of it will be a blessing, I assure you. But just know that 9 times out of 10, you are deeply loved, wanted, and appreciated by your partner. And the jealousy may just be something that's coming from you and some of the things you have going on. And it's okay to work through those things. But don't always assume that you're jealous because they're doing something to make you jealous. Sometimes they're not doing anything. But sometimes the battle is right up here. All right. So we want to get a hold of it. We want to get control of this jealousy before it ruins the relationship. All right, you guys. See you next time in the next video. Give yourself some grace.